Hello everyone, welcome back to round 2 of the 2025 City Lake Open in Albemarle, North Carolina. Round 2 was a little bit windier. The wind kind of picked up between rounds 1 and 2 and held pretty steady throughout the round, probably about 5 to 10 miles an hour I would imagine it was. And it got a little bit warmer, but not bad. It was overall it was a nice day, but the wind is going to play a factor on some of these open holes that you'll see coming up. But let's get this started. We started round 2 on hole 13, and I'm throwing my DGA Quake. I'm trying to throw it right down that middle gap. 13 is a 393 par 4, and I hit the same tree I hit last round. But got a little more favorable kick. Throwing the Bel Air for my upshot, just trying to get it up into the middle. Threw a really nice second shot there. I'm going to throw the Legacy Sumo here, just a little flex line right up to the basket. Once again, this Sumo is quickly becoming my favorite disc. It probably is my favorite disc at this point. It left me this kind of short toss in for the par. Hole 14, we have a 240-foot par 3. This round I'm throwing the Quake and on a forehand instead of the Raptor on a backhand or on a thumber like round 1. Before, I'm just trying to get on that first ridge. I'm not throwing for the basket on this hole. It's so uphill. I'm just trying to get to that first flat piece, and I got there this time. And now I'm trying to give it a run here. With the putt, and just came up under the basket for a little tap in for the par. Hole 15, 169-foot par 3, and on this one I'm actually just going to do just a putt because it's so far downhill. I said I think I can putt this, and I did. And I think I got pretty close to it, but it kind of rolled down the hill. This is an extremely steep hole. If you ever play this course, you'll see how steep this hole is. But just like the first round, I'm putting back uphill. And I hit the cage, and I roll back down just like round 1. There I'm telling the disc to go ahead and come back to me. Here I'm having to put my leg up on this ridge. I'm kind of doing a split for this for that putt, but it worked. Hole 16, 183 par 3. I'm throwing the Quake on a forehand flex, and this is the play. I put this under the basket. I mean, it was just a reach out tap in for birdie. Hole 17, 180-foot par 3. Throwing the Sumo again on the flex line. Last round, I put it very close, so I'm trying it again, and I just cook it over a little bit too much. At this point, I'm starting to cramp up a little bit. On my throws, my calves are starting to cramp on me. This course is very demanding. Every hole is just uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill, very steep, and it'll wear on you after a while. Throwing the Skyway here on hole 18, 602-foot par 4. You can see there I'm cramping. Trying to shake it out of my leg.
That should be good.
Throwing the Skyway again for the second shot here. I didn't throw a good first shot because of those cramps. And that one I kind of left out to the left. This one I'm throwing the Sumo, and I was trying to throw this out to the right and let it, because this is downhill, slanting right to left, and I was trying to let it just kind of ride the slope, and the wind, it was a big headwind, and the wind just smacked it down. That was a horrible shot. Probably my worst shot of the day, just because I did not factor in that wind. But I gave it a run there with the putt. Tried to make it, but got my first bogey of the day there. Hole number 1, 220-foot par 3. I'm throwing the Athena, and just immediate cramp as soon as I put my plant foot down. Throwing the Roach for the upshot. Got it close. I recovered very well today. I can't complain about any of that. The cramping was unfortunate, but my recovery shots were very good. Hole 2, 176 foot par 3, throwing the Buzz SS again. Hit that kind of middle tree there. Left myself a long putt here. This is probably outside circle 2 for sure. Just trying to toss up to the basket, hit the late tree. Gonna leave me this for here for the par. And we dive bomb it right into the basket to save the par. Throwing the roach here on hole 3, 219 foot par 3. Last round through the breaker, which was a little too stable, so I said, let me go down to the roach and see what happens. Threw it on the same line as I did the breaker and parked it. Tap in for birdie here. Hole 4, 198 foot par 3. I'm throwing the sumo again. Last round I did the same shot, that flex line down the right side. This one I gave a little bit more power to it, and this one was about 8 feet for birdie. I missed the putt, unfortunately, but I did make the bird. Hole 5, 272 foot par 3. I'm throwing the skyway again, trying to do the same shot I did last round, and I almost did it. I don't know what I caught right there, but it just did not skip. It just stopped. So I didn't get the flare to the basket like I did last round. But left me this little upshot here. I wasn't running it because the hill behind the basket is so steep. I just was doing a placement shot. Toss up for the par. Hole 6, 217 foot par 3. I'm throwing the sumo this time instead of the fierce. I'm trying to just do a wide left to right forehand. And there, cramped up again. Left me out here for hard, short and right, unfortunately. But I had this bid here for bird, and I'm going to do the exact same thing I did last round and hit a branch. But luckily this round I was able to save the par, unlike last round. That bogey still haunts me. Hole 7, 198 foot par 3. I'm throwing the breaker on a standstill. I'm trying to do a standstill to see if it helps with the cramping. And it did, but it did not help with the throw because I went straight into the grass. Do the champ on just a little backhand run and a skip shot up to the basket to save the par here. Hole number 8, 232 foot par 3. I'm throwing the Athena again like I did last round because I felt like this is the right disc. And you're going to see right here, I hit the line this time. I didn't hit that branch on the right. And put it right behind the basket. So that is absolutely the right disc for me on that hole. Little tap in for birdie. Hole number 9, a 263 foot par 3. I'm throwing the skyway again. Last round I was pin high but right. This round I threw it a little bit lower than I did last round. So this time I came up a little short, but I was on line with the basket. So, potato, right?
That's fine.
Right there I was saying that I'm happy with that. That's fine. I just put it in the mulch. Easy tap in for par. Hole 10, 311 foot par 4. This time I'm throwing the Raptor on a forehand. I'm trying to just get it. I was trying to get as high as I could out left and let it come back. And I cramped up bad on that one. That one really cramped. Throwing the sumo, the forehand here, just trying to get it down into that open gap there at the bottom of the hill. And I just missed my line completely. It was the right throw, it was too far out to the right. It was the wrong line. I'm going to try to run this one for the birdie, but it was a really low ceiling, and I got it the distance. I just didn't have the height on it that it needed to really get to the chains. Hole 11, 393 foot par 4. Throwing the Scorch again on the thumber. Had a really good flight on this one with that thumber. Let me right in the middle of the fairway. Throwing the sumo here. Basically, I played the exact same hole I did last time, or like disc selection wise. I just had much better throws this time. This time I didn't overcook that sumo and throw it left. I put it right down the middle. Left me with this probably 20 footer or so for the birdie. Very steep. This course has very steep hills, so be prepared for that if you go play it. Hole number 12, 221 foot par 3. I'm throwing the breaker this time. I threw the sumo last round on a forehand, and I probably should have done that again, but I was trying the breaker and I just grip locked it and just yanked it straight right into those trees. But left me with a decent line, to try to save the bird. And I gave it a run, caught that limb a little bit, and kind of left it just a little short of the basket, but easy toss in here for the par to finish out the round. And this round was much better than the first round. I finished out 4 down this round. I had 5 birdies, 1 bogey, 883 rated round. Very happy with that round. I was happy with last round as well. I mean, shooting even on this course, I was absolutely fine with. But round 2, I felt like I did much better. If I could have, there's always that if I could have, right? If I could have matched both rounds, then I'd have tied for 4th, but I didn't. Round 1 was a little bit rougher for me, but it was a good round overall. Happy with it. Very happy with round 2. Had a great day out there. Today I'm very sore. My legs are still tired from yesterday. After the round, I was downing, Gatorades and peanuts and everything I could with salt and electrolytes and everything else. So very tiring day, very tiring round, but the course is worth all of that. So like I said before, if you ever have a chance, get out there, play it, enjoy it, check out some other courses in the Albemarle area. It's a good area for disc golf that might not get kind of the recognition for kind of the level of courses that are out there. But thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you again on the next one.